with you. Hi children, how are you? I hope everyone is safe at home. Today we are going to learn about human body, a wonderful mission. Before going to learn about this topic, once we recall the human body, what you learned in a previous class. You learn about body parts. Body parts which you can see with your eye, the parts we are called as external parts. Can you say the parts of the body? Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hands and legs. These are visible to our eye. So these parts are called external parts of our body. In this class we are going to learn about internal parts of body. Okay, let us learn the internal parts of body. So, parts inside our body. The first one you are going to learn about the brain. Going to learn about brain. So, the brain. So, brain divided into two parts. Once see this diagram. So, the brain, it's look like a walnut. You know walnut dry fruit? So if you see the walnut, how it's appear externally, means outside. So it just imagine our brain is very big walnut which is present in our body part. So brain is divided into two parts. One is left side and one is right side. So we call as a left brain and right brain. These two sides of the brain will perform different functions. Let us see what the activities will done by left brain and right brain. Once see the board, left brain. Left brain will control the writing, reasoning and thinking. If you want to write, if you want to think, if you want to just use reasoning the questions, that all will be performed by the left side of the brain. So one more part is right side. So music, playing music and art of using a symbols. So you have to recognize the symbols, otherwise you have to draw the symbols, you have to play the music, then everything, these all activities which is under control by the right side of the brain. Okay, the brain is divided into left and right. These two sides of the brain will work together and will perform the activities. So writing, reading, thinking, everything, music, playing, everything will be under control by brain. You know children, our brain will work when we are sleeping also. So without brain we can't live. So brain is a very internal important organ to perform every activity. Means brain will control every activity in our body. So that's why brain is very important. So you learn about brain. One more very important internal organ, that is lungs. So lungs help us to breathe. So lungs are spongy in nature. So how the lungs are? They are spongy in nature. You know this is just the spongy. So same way the lungs are present, spongy, because to absorb the oxygen from the air, it is present like this. They are spongy in nature. And next, they are cone-shaped structure. Which shape? The lungs are cone-shaped structure. And the lungs are present in chest cavity. So our body is divided into two cavities. If you see our body is divided into two cavities. So up to here it is called as a, means where we have a stomach, till there we call as a, before the stomach we have to call as a, it is a chest cavity. Where the lungs are present, that cavity is called as a chest cavity, and where the stomach is present, it is called as a abdominal cavity. So lungs are present in chest cavity. They are spongy in structure and they are cone shaped, and that Lungs are protected by rib cage. If we observe in your body, so sides the bones are located. So if you observe like this. Okay, if you see the skeleton, you can observe. Otherwise, you can check out in your body also. The sides, ribs are present, they are bones. So it is like a cage. So that is known as a rib cage. So inside the rib cage, lungs are present. So these rib cage will helps to protect the lungs. Okay, once we check with this model, so these are lungs. If you see that, same how the brain is divided into two parts, same way these lungs also divided into two parts. In higher classes, you are going to learn about detailing about the lungs and parts. So these are the lungs, and it is divided into left and right, and they are spongy in nature and they are cone shaped. See this, they are cone shaped. Okay, and these lungs are protected by rib cage, and these are present in chest cavity. Okay, next internal part, that is heart. Next internal body part, that is heart. Did you listen the sound of lub dub sound? From where it will come? You know about this sound, lub dub parts. Next, heart. Heart is very important internal organ. It works day and night. If it stops working, we will die. Heart beats 72 times per a minute. How many times it will beat? 72 times per a minute. So it will circulate the blood. Circulate means it's pumping the blood to all the body parts. To all the body parts, it will circulate the blood. So that's why we can hear the sound lub dub. So heart makes a sound lub dub. The lub dub, it's called as a heart is beating. It's known as heartbeat. Per minute, it beats 72 times per a minute. Why it will beat? Because it is circulating the blood to all the body parts. When it will circulate the blood, so we can hear the sound lub dub. So if you see here, heart circulate the blood. To circulate the blood, it requires some vessels. Vessels are nothing but a tubes-like structure which are present inside our body. If you observe in our hand, so below the skin you can see some of the vessels are present. So if you can see here, the tube-like structures, the pipe-like structures are present. So these are nothing but a blood vessels. These are nothing but a blood vessels. So in these pipes, otherwise in these vessels, blood will flow to all the body parts. Each and every body part, it will supply the blood through a blood vessels. Blood vessels are nothing but they are a like pipe or tubes like structure which will be arise. Arise means coming from the heart. Coming from the heart, which will come from the heart and it will supply the blood to all the body parts. So we can see on hand also. So below the skin it will appear. So blood vessels are mainly two types. They are arteries, veins. Arteries, veins. Two types of blood vessels. So I already show you the below the skin, whatever you see, these are known as a veins. So veins will supply the without oxygen, the blood which contain without oxygen. The blood is called as a deoxygenated blood. It is called as a deoxygenated blood. Means blood does not contain oxygen. That blood will be supplied to the heart. Supplied to the heart. And next, arteries. Arteries will supply the oxygenated blood to all the body parts. So arteries will give the blood to all the body parts from the heart. And veins will bring the deoxygenated blood from all the body parts to heart. So these are plays major role in supply of a blood. Blood vessels are arteries and veins. Veins are, you can see, below the skin, but arteries are present between the muscles because they are very strong, because it will have so pressure, high pressure. So heart is located slanting position to the of our chest. I already explained in the previous class, that is about lungs. What is the chest cavity? So in chest cavity the heart is present, but it's slightly bended to left side. That's why we call heart is located in left side of the body. It is present in the chest cavity, but slightly bent to left side. That's why it is called as heart is located in left side of a body. So what we learned about heart, lungs and brain. So I will show you model. Then once we check out the structure, okay. So observe the heart model. So heart, okay, and next if you see the blue color and red color lines, they are the blood vessels. So these blood vessels will supply the blood to all the body parts, okay, and it will work day and night. It will circulate the blood. If it will stop working, so we will die. So what sound it make? L and D, okay.